Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this video, we're going to dive into a concept that makes it easy to place adjacent JSX elements without having to wrap them in any sort of div or anything like that. And this is the concept of fragment. So in this video, we're going to be diving into the usage of fragments and when and why you might want to use them. Okay, so this one's going to be fairly quick, and we're going to make some adjustments here to our code. Has there ever been a time where you looked at this and say, hey, I want to have this H1 toggle show me and this button here, but I don't want to wrap this in an extraneous div, okay? So here we have this situation, and what we're going to end up having is this thing is going to fail. Because what you can't have is, well, one, you can't have JSX expressions just sort of out in the willy-nilly here that aren't wrapped in a component. And if this wasn't just that, let's say if it was just an H1 here and we were disregarding the on altogether, we would still get an error because we can't have adjacent JSX elements. So this is a common problem and something that really annoyed a lot of people when they first started learning React, because honestly, who likes to wrap everything in a bunch of extraneous divs? It's sort of taking me back to my days working in Drupal where everything was wrapped in a div and a div and a div and a div. So let's go ahead and talk about what we can do to free ourselves from this issue and have sort of a generic component. Now, this generic component that I'm talking about is the fragment, and you can import that from React directly as fragment. Now, anytime you would like to have a new component that you don't want to have wrapping actual HTML that's output, you can just use fragment in place of a div. Or in place of anything, really. You could think of it as like an empty shell component that allows any of this code for any of these issues to just work. And we check show me, all this good stuff. And if we were to check out the actual DOM that's generated, let's scroll down here and let's check this out. You'll see that there's absolutely nothing in here. Sorry, let me open up this body tag. Let's open up our root and let's open up our app. And let's see, we simply just have our header along with the show hide. When we show hide, the H1 here is going to be added to the DOM directly, and nothing is being wrapped in a div. So this is going to be coming extremely handy if you are like me and absolutely love clean HTML, clean code here to the point where we don't have to have extraneous HTML elements that are just there because the framework demands them. So these are fragments inside of React. Now, I'm going to be using fragments all over the series, so I did want to make sure that I covered it in a video before you start seeing me fragment all over this thing and have it be very confusing. Now, there is a shorthand for fragment I should mention that allows you to write fragment like this, which is my preferred way of doing it. However, to do that, well, you need to have some dependencies on a specific version of Babel, which is still in beta and not being currently used in Create React App. So if you don't want to create problems for yourself and have to eject and everything like that, simply just using the fragment right now is fine, and then maybe you can do a giant find and replace after you do upgrade your version of Babel. So this is the fragment in React. This is why you would use it. This is why it's super handy, and this is why you will see me using these all the time. So in the next video, we're going to talk about another new technique in React called portals. We are going to build ourselves a reusable portal that you can use all over the place. And what's going to be great about this portal is that we are going to be focusing on reusability. So if you want to use this portal for a modal, you'll be able to do that. If you want to use the portal for an alert, you'll be able to do that. Anything you need a portal for, you'll be able to use this component. Now, I'm going to go over why the use cases and all that sort of stuff and what exactly a portal is in the next video. So if you want to check out how to build a portal in React, fire up the next video as we get started building our modal component. So I hope you're enjoying this preview of Level 2 React. If you want to check out this full series where there is 23 videos where we cover all sorts of things like portals, some really amazing animations. We cover styled components in depth where we're creating sort of a reusable system. We even dive into the new React Context API, and we build some really amazing stuff. So if you want to learn and level up your React skills, check out Level to React, available for sale right now on leveluptutorials.com/store. It's going to be the first video up here right near new to Level Up Tutorials, or you can see it in featured products. Now, if you want to get access to this series along with all of these other series you see here, you can check out Level Up Pro, which is a premium subscription service where you can get access to all of the content on Level Up Tutorials, where there's a new premium series every single month. In addition to that, if you subscribe annually, you save 25%. So if you like the content and you want to keep getting new monthly tutorials every single month for a year, check out the subscribe annually. You'll save some bucks and you'll get access to everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.